What's up, y'all? I'm Matt Swiggs and welcome to my channel, Salty Swiggs. If this is your first time here, welcome. Typically I'm doing saltwater fishing along the Alabama Gulf Coast and surrounding estuaries, but today we've got a little thing in the back. We'll be making a fiddler farm today, y'all, for fiddler crab storage for sheep's head season. So y'all stick around, it'll be a great little video. If you like this kind of stuff, smash that like button down below and please consider subscribing. Stick around, let's go. Alright, y'all, so first question, why would we do this? Well, bait is expensive and you want to be able to keep it as long as you possibly can, right? And keep those crabs alive cold during sheep's head season. So fiddler crabs can really not survive in temperatures like below like 60 degrees or something. They start to deteriorate pretty quickly, and that happens quite a bit during sheep's head season in the winter down here. Even if you're storing your crabs like in a container in the garage, they can still end up dying and seeing those low temperatures overnight. So we're trying to have a solution for that for y'all, so you can store your crabs. And then I guess another question would be that how long do they keep? Well, I've kept them in this exact unit that you'll see for about 4 weeks now, and they're still alive and kicking, good to go. I've read that fiddler crabs kind of like to be stored between 75 and 85 degrees. I'd say plus or minus 5 degrees on that, you're probably good. How much sand do you really need? Well, I like to put about 6 to 8 inches of sand in this unit because it's a large unit that stores a lot of crabs. I can store about 400 crabs in this unit. If you have a smaller unit, then you probably only need like maybe 3 or 4 inches, depending on how many crabs you're using. And we'll talk about scaling here in a second. And then they need brackish water to drink, so I go to like the local lagoon or something like that and get some brackish water in a 5-gallon bucket, and then I just keep their water dish full. Alright, so I just want to go through the items real quick. So the cooler is a 120 quart, but that's an Igloo, and you can get like a 120 or 150 or something at Walmart for like I think it was like 90 bucks or 100 bucks, so they're inexpensive anyway. Then I've got lights, so halogen heat lamps. I got this stuff at PetSmart or Petco, something like that, your pet supply store. This will be in like the reptile heat lamp area. So that's the light bulb that I got, and then here's the lamp, the actual heat lamp that I got. They're just clamp-on lamps. So I got 2 of those, and then I got right here, this is a heat control plug, so you can set the temperature. We'll go through that here in a little bit, but that's actually for these. So these are heating mats used for like aquarium, or not aquariums, terrariums, reptile habitats and stuff, and they're thin. So I got 2 of these. They'll plug in. We'll put those on the bottom of the cooler. I'll show you how all that's gonna work and what I'm gonna do with these. But that should be really cool. We'll be able to control what temperature the sand stays at. So I'll show you all that in a second. So we'll have heat from above from the lamps, and then heat from below for the sand and the environment that they live in. And the crabs should stay pretty healthy and happy. Also, I got a bunch of like habitat stuff, like just stuff for them to climb around on. Shells, oyster shells and stuff from the beach. See, just shells, stuff like that, like little fake shrubbery. And then something for them to get water out of. So they have to be able to get in and out. So this ramped water well for reptiles and stuff I found at Petco also. I think it was like 40 bucks or something, which is expensive, but I don't know. If you can think of a better thing, like, they just have to be able to get in and out. So you can ramp it with sand or something else. I'm sure there's much cheaper options out there. But they need water, and they need brackish water. That's what's important. They need brackish water, not fresh water. Alright, so I think that is all of the supplies. So let's get started. Heating mats, and what I'm going to do is just place them on bottom. I'm not going to do anything, duct tape them or anything, because they don't need to be affixed to the area. But what I am going to do with the cords is put them right in the corner and have them come over that front edge, so I can connect them together in the front to the controller, and then the controller will be up front, and you'll know why that is and everything after we get done, and I'll show you the setup. But yeah, so we'll just have those two mats in the bottom there, and we'll just lightly duct tape that cord to the wall so they stay on the side, just like that. Nothing special. Alright, so here's what we got. I just tested the heating elements there just to make sure that they were good before I put some sand on them. So now what we're gonna do is come over here, and earlier, you may see that right now, I went and grabbed some sand from down the street, and there it is. So I've got about 15 gallons of sand, and then I got 5 gallons of water right there in that bucket, and then there's the good stuff, 30 dozen fiddlers. I'm gonna pop the sand in. Ready to put the sand in. Let's go. Now that I got the sand in its place, I'm just gonna put the cooler up where it belongs, and then we'll put all that knick-knack stuff in there and drop the crabs in. Alright, so now we're just gonna place in the little knickknacks and stuff, water and all that. Alright, so here's the setup. There's their water in the middle. Got them a dope little bridge right there. Shark head. Yeah. Maybe we should put this in here. Is that more appropriate? Probably. It's probably more appropriate. What was I thinking? Alright, so you do feed them. I do it every couple days or so. I just use this hermit crab food right there that I got from Petco, like a lot of the other, pet supplies and stuff that we got for this. And some of the other stuff I got on Amazon, so I'll try to link everything down below in the description and what I used to make this, and then I'm gonna go through pricing and stuff just on a little pop-up. I'll probably do that right here. And that was the pricing. So you get an idea of kind of what I spent. You don't need to spend that much. I got a lot of nicer things, but this is kind of like as far as you can take it. If you can take it further, y'all let me know. Comment down below what else you think I should do. This is like the first rendition of this for the most part. I did do it earlier without the heating elements in the bottom, but that's not going to change anything too much. Although it is kind of a game changer. I don't know. It's cool. Y'all, if you like this kind of stuff, comment down below, like the video, please consider subscribing. And yeah, pretty cool little fiddler farm here. All right, y'all, it's that time. Gonna dump the crabs. Look at all of them. All right. Off to the races. I got some backups. So this is the control unit that powers the two heating elements in the sand. And I've got it set here at 75 degrees, and this is what the thermostat is currently reading, 77.1, 77.0, and that line is right here. So this is the thermostat, and it goes down into the sand there. It's about in the middle of the entire enclosure here, and in the middle underneath the water there. So what I have plugged in is just one of the heating elements right now. It's really not that cold yet. It's only, 83 out today. So I don't need all of the heating elements right now. But y'all should follow me on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. I'll do a lot of updates on how this is going and any changes that I've made and stuff like that. So definitely go give me a follow on Facebook and Instagram, and you'll see a lot of updates on how this is going and how the heating elements work and all that. But this is a pretty cool setup, y'all. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And then one thing I do like to have is a towel here to keep over it, and that just kind of helps keep them calm, and then it kind of helps keep some of the residual heat in. Alright, so you can see here I cut some 1/2-inch chicken wire and just folded it into kind of a cone shape so it'll fit in the bucket. I'm going to use that as a filter. So when you're changing the sand, pour it in there like that. And then there you go. You see your crabs. Those are dead, but your crabs will stay in there and they won't go all the way through. So when you change your sand out, you'll keep your crabs. And then you can throw them in a separate bucket like that for transferring the sand in and out for when we're cleaning.
Start it up. lit.